Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church. And I'm here today to finish up the 2 weeks of talking about who is Jesus. Now, I know some of it's been kind of philosophical, if you will, talking about existing before anything existed. Some of it's been kind of practical. Today, I want to finish up with a passage that I found to be very important over the years, and perhaps you will too. I know that Jesus came to save me from my sins, to die for me and for you and everybody else. That there's no doubt about. But that's not all he did. That's not all that he came for. And so today, to finish up, I want to look at John's Gospel, chapter 10, and specifically look at verses 7 through 10. And here's what we read. Jesus says, I tell you the truth. Now let's stop there a second. It's pretty obvious by now, after the things we've looked at, that Jesus is the one who has truth. There may be some truth in some other things, but Jesus is the only one with the truth. And so he says, I tell you the truth. I am the gate for the sheep. All who came before me were thieves and robbers, but the true sheep did not listen to them. Yes, I am the gate. Those who come in through me will be saved. They will come and go freely and find good pasture. The thief's purpose is to steal and to kill and to destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich, satisfying, and abundant life. So Jesus says here he's going to tell you something. He's going to tell me something. He's going to tell you something. And he says that I am the gate. Well, what's a gate? If you've ever been near or around a farm, a gate is what allows you to go from one pasture to another or one section to another. The gate is meant to keep people or things in or keep things out. When I had my farm, I had a number of gates because I had the farm separated out so I could move animals around or keep animals out. And I kept the goats and the sheep in one section because I didn't want them going all over the place. And besides, they have a real habit of finding ways to get out of fences. And I had others for the horses who were big eaters and needed lots of space. But if I needed to, I could section off each piece of that. It took a while to get all that set up, but those gates were essential. And so Jesus says, I'm the gate to the sheep. I'm the keeper of the sheep. Who are the sheep? Well, it's been said many times, that's you and me. And he says, all who came before me were thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not listen to them. Jesus acknowledges that a lot of people had come before him claiming to be the one, the Messiah, the Christ, the Son of God, or something like that. And even today, there are lots of folks who claim that. Back in the 70s, Jim Jones did. And he managed to convince 700 some people to drink Kool-Aid and die because the authorities were there to arrest him. There are a lot of self-proclaimed gatekeepers, but not the one that Jesus is. He says, I'm the gate. Those who come in through me will be saved. Now, I heard a fellow say just recently that when he was younger, he got scared into the kingdom because the preacher talked about hell and he didn't want to go to hell, and so he joined the church. And, maybe that's the way to do things. I'm not very good at scaring people into the kingdom. I think I did preach one sermon like that. I thought it was awful. I'm sure the people listening must have thought it was awful. But I'm more one who want to understand God like this. I'm the gate. Those who come in through me will be saved. I'm the I'm like the God who invites you and me. He doesn't force us. He doesn't force me or you. God is not going to shove you around until you get tired and give up. Now, other things may shove you around and you get tired and give up, and then you find the shepherd. But God won't do that. It says they come in and they go out and they find good pasture. You know, in herding sheep, it's essential to have good pasture. Sheep need tranquility to to live. They have no defense mechanism. Their only defense mechanism is to run. And while they're pretty swift compared to maybe my legs, they're not swift compared to a lot of predators. The other thing they do is they stomp their feet as though that's supposed to scare you off. They don't have much of a defense mechanism. They need good pasture. They need a place to rest. And so do you and I. In the midst of life and its busyness, we need a place that we can sit down and relax and know that we can be content. And that's what Jesus says here. And then he finally says, the thief's purpose is to come and to steal and to destroy. There are lots of things in this world that will seek to destroy you, your happiness, your life, your finances. Uh, we're told all the time to watch out for identity theft. And heck, every time you pick up a cell phone, all of your information is getting transmitted somewhere. How much do you think that you click on one item and then you get ads after ads after ads after ads about that one thing? We don't hide very well. And all of that stuff is for the purpose of wearing us down. But Jesus says, but my purpose is different. My purpose is to give them life, a rich and satisfying and fulfilled life. Now, maybe some of those ads will give it to you. Maybe that new medicine on the market will give you abundant living. Maybe that quick stock market tip will give you abundant living. Maybe that new kitchen gadget will give you abundant living. But I don't think so. Only Jesus can, because that's his purpose. His purpose coming here was to show us how we could live the life that God wanted us to live before the first sin. And he still comes today to you and to me for that same purpose. So, shared a little bit these last couple of weeks. I hope you think about Jesus a little more. Appreciate you sharing your time. I know you don't have to do that. And I want to say to you that if there's anything you need or we can help with, you please let us know. And we'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Thanks so much for listening. God bless you. Have a great, great weekend. I'll be back Monday with a whole different subject.